back.
What is going on, everybody? Happy Monday. Hope everybody's weekend went well. Got Joe putting on some beads. But today we have a 4-man show going on. Looks like it did not share outright. Y'all, give me just a second here. There it is. Okay. We're up here now. All right, yeah. 4-man show going today. Got my main man, Joe, here right beside me. Then I got our actual usual Monday guest, Mr. Spread Gladiator. Then for the first time on the show, we got Josh. Josh, what is up, man?
What's up, guys? It's a pleasure to be here, man. I appreciate you having me on.
Yes, sir. Glad to have you on. Mr. Spread Gladiator, what is up, man?
What's going on? What's going on? Got a couple of interesting things on the slate. Decent sized MLB slate, a small NBA slate, and of course the NCAA championship, which made a lot of money in March Madness. So looking forward to speak with you guys today. Thanks again for having me.
Yes, sir. Yeah. As far as today's show, should definitely be a good one. Sorry, guys, bear with me. Just trying to get everything shared out. But Joe, what is up, man?
Yeah, same thing every day. Winning, keeping the streak alive. Just,
Trying to, man. Trying to.
yeah, man. Falling. I took my son's Mardi Gras beads because I almost failed, so I had to play it off.
Joe beats on. Yeah, man. Joe has some beats on. So, you actually know today's show is going to be a fun one. That is for sure.
Rumor has it that he actually earned those beads, if you know what I mean.
Hey.
There is what I've heard.
If I hit another parlay, ain't no telling what I'll take off, man.
Pardon my J.
Peas in the trap, dude. Peas in the trap.
Oh gosh.
Bro, loving the vibes, man.
Yeah, guys. As far as last week, the show did really well. As far as our play of the day, we hit that 3 out of the 5 days. So that's always good. And then and then as far as the parlay of the day, we did the same thing. We hit that 3 out of the 5 days. If you were putting just a unit on like that every day, you finished up just under 6 units won, just actually based off of that. So yeah, that's something today. And today we have a 4-man show. So today's actually parlay.
Ooh.
Should be some pretty good odds.
This is sexy. I like it.
So yeah, today's is gonna be fun. But yeah, fellas, let's go ahead and dive right into it. Start off with a little baseball. Let's go to the Rangers and the Cubs. Cubs are favored here on the money line. They are minus 130. The total here is 6. Yes, that's right. You heard that right. The total is 6. The weather's nasty here, guys. It's going to feel like it's literally freezing. The winds are blowing in. This is as nasty as it really gets. Last I looked, though, they weren't going to be getting any rain or anything. So this game, it looks like it will be played. Which is tough because this is not baseball weather. As somebody who's played baseball his whole life, this is not baseball weather. these guys are not going to be having fun. Um, I will tell you that. Um, but I'm going to start out here on actually this one. Um, Steele for the Cubs. I really don't bet against him much. I mean, Steele has been solid for actually like quite some time now. Um, and but the start of this season, he hasn't really been that like great. Um, then you have Evaldi. He started out the season great. I mean, he actually pitched a complete game. I mean, just like right off the bat. Um, you really don't see that much. So very that was very impressive there. Um, so yeah, guys, to me, as far as the bullpens, I'm actually going to keep them out of this. I'm actually taking Rangers first five. Uh, you can actually get them on the money line at actually plus 110. Why the Cubs and then Steele are favored here? I don't know why. I can't understand it. To me, if you just look at just the overall baseball team, I mean the Rangers are the better team. As far as current form, as far as the starter, they have the better starter going. Um, yeah, I just think that this number's off, like a good ways off. So yeah, I am going to be on the first five here. Um, start out with Josh. Josh, do you have do you have anything here?
Yeah, man. I mean, so I completely agree with Ivaldi. I think he started out much better than Steele this year. Obviously, he's an elite ground ball guy right now, and he's not really getting anyone on base, like allowing anybody to get on base right now, right? So, and he hasn't walked anybody, so you can't really use that unless the weather affects that too, right? But Justin Steele, man, I mean, he's getting hammered right now with hitters, and so I'd have to imagine it's going to stay the same. Other than the weather, I can't find any other reason, like you said, that the line is where it's at right now. So I love the Rangers first five that you said. Also, I got Jonah Heim on plus 1.5 bases as well. I think he can take advantage of the bad start that Justin Steele has.
Yeah. And actually, one thing you said there that maybe remind me of this. As far as Steele, as far as ground balls, like he used to be a great like ground like ball guy, and actually this like season we're actually not seeing that yet. So there's another reason why I'm actually going actually like against him here. But yeah, spread or Joe. Do actually y'all like have anything here?
I actually do have a play on this game. Outside of the Rangers, first half, what you gave out on the early afternoon show. If you haven't tuned in, make sure you tune in there. It's completely in depth. But what I'm really liking is the over 2.5 team total for the Cubbies. Although they might not win the first five, they're at home. Two, 8 out of their last 8 games, they've been able to get over 3 runs. So I do see that continuing. I'm honestly, that's the play, but my lean is over 6 in this game. I don't know why, but there's an inclination that I have that this game could see maybe 7 or 8 runs going the Rangers' way. But my official play would have to be 2.5 team total, just because they're at home. I do see just because I don't see them losing terribly to the Texans, to the Rangers.
Gotcha. Joe?
So I'll keep it light. I love Vivaldi on the first five for plus money. I do think that's the best play. But a safer play, in my opinion, will be the first five over 2.5. Just like we said, they're still at Wrigley Park, and with the wind in Chicago, I know it blows hard, but that fence is awfully low. It's one of the lowest fences in the MLB. It's extremely hard. I'm extremely easy to hit home runs, so I do think that will limit the win factor a little bit. The win factor from my experience is if you're a pitcher, you got cold wind making your fingers cold. In theory, you're more apt to F something up, right? It don't take but one pitch and somebody's on base and boom, if two people get on base and you get a 3-run home run, that's an easy over. To me, in order to go under 2.5, you got to have two lights out aces on the mound, and still, in my opinion, can give up all three to the Rangers within the first three. But you open it up to the Cubbies being able to somebody at home like, oh, yo, I can hit a home run, like that's always a thing. Like Evaldi's fingers getting cold because of the weather. I could see that, and it's just too easy to hit home runs from in Wrigley. So, give me the full game. I'm sorry, not the full game. The first five over 2.5. It is very juiced at 150, but I think it hits.
Yeah, I definitely like that. And like you're saying, I mean, I like tried to think back through all my years, and I've never thrown the ball or either pitched in actually any game that was actually this like cold. So I really firsthand do not know, but just thinking about it, yeah, I would
Right?
think that it would be tough, especially like as far as actually like your breaking stuff goes.
Yeah.
And that's why I like this play even more because Steele does not throw the ball hard. He's just a soft tossing guy. I mean, is really actually like as far as his breaking stuff, that's what he relies on. So I really feel like that's going to be harder for him. We're on like the other side, he can just rear back and gas.
Yeah, but the harder you throw it in cold weather, you start to get splits on your fingers. So
Yeah,
like, and if you're throwing 90 and 100 plus, it's like that cold weather does something to your fingers, man. Like I pitched in Little League. I'm not the best. I think I like the highlight of my career was a 60-mile-an-hour fastball, and I really thought I was the stuff. So I could imagine like, and I split my finger on a 60-mile-an-hour in the cold. So throwing that 90 and 100, I would assume that it could mess with you. So it only take one pitch to get away from you, and boom, that's a 2-run home run.
yep.
So
Totally get it. Totally get it. Well, fellas, let's go ahead and move on. Chat, if you have any certain games that you would like us to go over, drop them in the chat. And actually, we will be happy to. There he is. J-Bo. What's up, buddy?
J-Bo.
And yes, let's definitely win. Twins versus Royals. I got the Royals here. They are at home. They are the small favorite. They are minus 120. Total here of 8. I'm gonna wait and go last here on this one. Josh, do you have any plays there?
Yeah, absolutely. So the over being 8, actually love the over here, man. I think there's a lot of high contact in this game. Both pitchers haven't looked very well so far this season. And then the Twins bats, man. I mean, they have some guys on there that are hitting an insane slugging percentage right now that I think they're going to take advantage of there. And I mean, obviously the Royals have guys like Witt Jr., Canna. I mean, both of them have power. And with the pitchers playing the way they have been, I don't see any reason why that over wouldn't hit here. Also, man, I mean, Bobby Witt, hit and run prop. I think that's a great prop. I'm going to more than likely go with as well. So that's all I have on this one.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna go ahead and go next here then, because yeah, I am on the exact same play. I am on the over 8 here. I like that in at minus 105. Yeah, is actually like as far as the starters go here. Kind of like I said, earlier today, they're just very average. But when you look at their underlying numbers here, they're even worse. These guys just from looking at all their stats, these guys they both look like they are going to get hit. As far as actually both these bullpens goes, I actually do not trust them at all currently. So that's kind of where I'm sitting here. This total, especially for these starters, looks extremely low. but that is because of the wind. The wind is blowing in hard. Um, but that is giving us a nice actually discount here. And I am going to take it because I still think that they can get over this. If like the wind was not blowing like it is, this actually total would definitely be 9. Um, so I am going to take that here. Like I said, the wind's blowing in hard, but like for these guys, I don't think that matters though. I think there will be plenty of hard contact everywhere, and we'll get plenty of singles and everything else. So I still like the over here. Spread or Joe? Do y'all have anything?
Just, I'll just keep it light, man. I'm telling you guys on the over because one, there's far too much value and minus 105, and you can push. So worst case scenario, if you land on an 8, you get your money back with very little juice laid on this game. So those are the reasons why I'm telling you guys because it's like, hey, nothing really to lose. It's no juice. So laying that out there.
My favorite play is I have a parlay in this game, and that's the Bobby Witt, kind of like Josh mentioned, the Bobby Witt hit and the Kansas City Royals money line. I was able to get it at plus 120, and when I did the calculations, it made sense. And a little bit of data to back the Minnesota, like they typically just be beating the crap out of the Minnesota Twins typically when they play. So they've won the last they've hit the run line actually in 4 out of their last 4 games against Minnesota. But today, because I have it in a parlay anyway with Bobby Witt to get a hit, I have the money line. And I was able to get those odds at minus 120.
I like it. Well, fellas, let's go ahead and move away from actually baseball here.
Oh, before we go, well, you want me to mention at the end, but I have a play in the athletics game as well.
Oh no!
So I have a no run first inning with San Diego and the Athletics, but also I have them under 8.5.
Okay. That as far as that field, as far as every game they've played there so far, they have all gone over. We don't really have a lot of data there yet. But so far, it looks like it is a very hitter-friendly park. So that's why I'm either going to play an over there or either I'm going to stay off. And actually, like as far as tonight's game, I'm actually just going to stay off. I'm going to kind of see how that field plays more. And actually, like if we keep seeing it over tonight, then honestly, I'm probably just going to jump on in and start playing them. But yeah, so that's something fresh in me. I'm just going to wait and see.
I am a big Michael King fan, so if anything, I would lay the run line with the Padres. I just feel like they're the much better team, top to bottom, in a hitter-friendly park. So I like the run line for plus 112. But I'm not playing it. It's not an official play. It's just what I lean.
I thought I was going to be on that. When I first looked at all the games, I was like, man, this price seems really good.
Yeah.
But as far as the model does not agree though. So when I'm like this far off on a game, I normally just stay away. So
Savino was with the Yankees last year, right? He got touched up pretty bad, a lot. So, and now he's on the A's. So,
yeah, he's been having trouble, I believe, with actually walks. And the Padres are not a team that you want to have trouble with, like walks against. So yeah, I could definitely see the Padres putting up a good amount of runs tonight. Matter of fact, if I was going to play it, I'd probably honestly play the Padres team total over. Because yes, I actually think King should have a not a good start here. So, all right, fellas, let's move on to the NBA. Tonight we're going to be the slate is actually extremely short. It's kind of weird. I don't believe we've even had a 2-game slate actually since actually we've been doing this. But we got the Kings are at the Detroit Pistons, who have a playoff spot locked up. So for this one, you got to figure out, if they really want to play, like actually what they're playing for, and actually just all of that. Personally, me, I have absolutely nothing on this game. So I'm gonna kick this over to Joe first.
All right. So I'll just go ahead and let the cat out the bag. I'm on the Kings plus 6.5. I think that's what the line is currently. Earlier this morning, I gave it out. It was 7.5. But recently, the Kings have been looking like they're trying to actually win NBA games. They beat Cleveland in Cleveland outright when they were dogs in that game. So that was one of the things that I like. Levine and DeMar, they finally starting to look like they got their act together. Things are clicking. Detroit, like JD just said, they've already locked up playoff position. Cade is coming back from injury, so I don't really see him pushing like 35, 40 minutes this game. It's not necessary. In my opinion, if Detroit does play their starters, they're gonna have more so like a hey, don't get injured, stay healthy, keep it competitive and respective type attitude. I don't really think they're gonna be full throttle on the gas. So I like the lead on the under, but I also like the Kings plus 6.5, who's trying to play for a play-in spot, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
So that's the way that I lean. If you could beat the Cavs outright in Cleveland, in my mind, you could keep it respectful against Detroit, who you've always matched up very well with just over the years. So give me the Kings plus 6.5.
I like it. Josh,
Yeah, man. I mean, I'm on the same page with Joe pretty much, right? I like the Kings first half spread a lot, and then also the team total over um, for the Kings. Like I was saying before, man, I think they just thrive in transition. The Kings do, and Detroit just does not, or they haven't shown where they can stop that yet. Um, I mean, if they can force the tempo, quite frankly, I see the Kings winning outright in this game, but definitely like the first half spread and the over, the team total over. That's all I'd really have to put. I'm not gonna put much money on it, but if I had to bet, that's what I would put it on.
I like it. Mr. Spread.
So prior to the show starting, I had mentioned to Joe what the total was, 229.5. And while that feels a bit steep, it has me torn between two of my favorite plays, which both have some very solid reasoning. My two favorite plays in the game, one being the over with Sacramento, the team total over at 111.5, because they have historically been pretty good against Detroit. They've been able to hit it 5 out of the last 5 games against Detroit. You can get it at minus 110. Looks very good. But on the flip side, there's another really solid play, and that is 117 first half game total in this game. So typically both of these teams come out very fast. And like Joe mentioned, there's a high chance that Detroit doesn't have much to play for. So their starters will probably see reduced minutes in the second half. But for some reason, I'm torn between this 117 first half game total and the Sacramento 111.5 team total. Honestly, I don't see either one of those going wrong, but I have 2 units on the 117 first half game total.
Okay. Okay. Well,
I
as
like
far
that
as
team total. If I had to pick between the two, I like that team total a little. So
as far as the NBA, does anybody else have anything else?
I have a player prop that I'm probably gonna use as my parlay piece. So I'll let you guys go.
All right. J-Bo, you are correct. We actually do have a new guest. We have Josh here with us. So yes,
Appreciate that, man.
definitely welcome to the family. All right. Well, here's what I'm sure most people are wanting to hear. Got the championship game tonight. Florida at Houston. Florida's very, very slight favorite still total is 140.5. The total has actually dropped just a little bit now. I'm going to open the floor here. Who actually wants to go first?
I'll go because I got the less I have the less quantitative analysis in this one.
Okay.
So being that I'm a Houston native, you guys know I'm living in Houston. Everywhere that I go, I've heard nothing but Houston chants. But I'm gonna go with the Houston on the money line. Reason why is because it's a qualitative thing. It's a gut play. This is not backed by any research. It is a light play. So that's my disclaimer. But we all expected Houston to get blown out by Duke. And they put up some defense that was like insane. Um, Houston, they play both halves of the game from start to finish. Florida, in my mind, they will drop the ball in the first half and then try to recover in the second. So I've seen that multiple times because Will Clayton was like, I just been cashing his player props since forever. But you give me a team like Houston with nothing to lose because nobody expected them to be here, that's the guy that I'm going to bet on. Like, I think the world is on Florida, so I'm going to ride with Houston. It's that simple for me. It's not a full unit; it's a quarter of a unit for me, but I'm riding Houston.
Yeah, you said that, and that is true. From everything that I've seen, as far as the betting splits, seems like the public is heavy on the Florida side, and I'm I don't know. I'm a little surprised by like that. I thought it would be a little closer to actually like a 50-50 split, but no, it seems to be a strong Florida side. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, it looks like J-Bo showing Joe some love. Cash the Yanks over.
Yep. So just
But yeah,
blindly betting at this point.
Mr. Spread Gladiator. Do you have anything on this game?
Well, being a graduate of an SEC school, I just am not going against the Gators today. I cannot bring myself to do it. I did accurately call, and this is verified on my Twitter profile, that I had Houston all the way against Duke. And it was just because I can remember so many times that Cinderella's just cagged Duke on the way to the finish line and move on to the next round. I think they got beat by Loyola a couple of years ago, like out of nowhere. It just happens to do. So I kind of saw that happening. I had the 5.5 as a safer play, but Houston ended up winning outright, as we know. Today is a little bit different. I'm gonna go ahead and pick the homer play. I'm on the other side of the SEC, but I would really be happy for Florida to pull this one out. It's not my official play. My official play is gonna be my parlay piece, but that is my lean.
I got you.
So
I got you.
just real quick, do you guys think that with the refs giving Houston the call that last game, do you think the refs are on Florida side or on Houston side? Do you not buy into that at all? Like, how do you guys feel about that?
Joe, it's
I feel
actually
like
funny you mentioned that, man.
we
I
have to
actually,
address it. Like,
dude, I actually put an entire thing I wanted to talk about today in my breakdown of the ref crew tonight. So I think it has a huge impact tonight, man, to be honest with you.
okay,
Uh,
Yeah,
yeah, actually, Josh, actually, like if you want to
Breakdown.
go
yeah,
ahead,
man.
actually.
So I got you. So, well, first, before the refs, I want to say, I mean, we all know that Florida's just offensively a juggernaut. It's no surprise, right? And then Houston is literally the complete opposite. They're a defensive juggernaut. They play defense from, like Joe said, start to finish. There is no break in the action for them at all. Um, so, I mean, with the pace, I've seen it time and time and again. Right, with the pace being dead last for Houston, they're 360th in pace. Houston, they're about mid-tier on the pace side, but you can tell that they either shoot a three-pointer or they go in the paint. They're not going to shoot mid-range shots. Um, so I mean, I'm an old head when it comes to this. I think definitely defense wins championships, so I got to go Houston money line on this. But to Joe's point, right, the ref crew breakdown, I have it right here, man. So there's two refs that let the teams play. That's going to favor Florida mainly, right? But the head ref, the head guy, he is known for calling the paint tighter, right? And Houston loves to go in the paint. They love to be aggressive. Those offensive rebounds, they're killing teams day in and day out. And if they can get the calls in the paint, with Florida shooting like 72% in the free throw line on the season, I just don't see Florida pulling this out, man. If it becomes a rock fight like that, um, obviously, I know Florida bettors are going to hope that the other two refs, give the other guy insight and like don't blow the whistle hardly as much. But I can't get around. I've seen how Doug Sermons refs games, and he blows the whistle a lot in the paint, and I think Houston's going to benefit greatly from that.
Yeah,
Makes a lot
just
of sense.
taking what you said in consideration. If Houston slows the pace, right, and Florida dives by the three or lives by the three, then in theory, right, it's harder to score from the outside than it is on the inside. So the less efficient you are scoring, I think that leans more towards Houston's favor. But if
Absolutely.
they're not going to put up as many points, Florida could shoot their way back into the game too. So there's that on the other side. Uh,
So I'm really going based off of on this one. I really think Houston's going to shut Florida down. I really do. Um, I don't know, man. Their defense is just it's something that I haven't seen in a pretty long time. So I think that's going to stop Florida pretty much from doing what we saw them do all throughout the regular season, just killing teams, right? I just don't see that happening today.
okay.
I hear you. We got 2 on Houston. We got 1 on Florida. What am
JD?
I going to pick?
Always the island guy, but all right.
As, as everybody knows, this game, you have 2 basically totally opposite teams here. Florida wants to slow it down. They're going to want to slow this down thing as much as they can. Florida, they're going to want to push pace. To be honest, guys, this is a pick'em game. This is basically what this is priced at, and actually, I think that's right. I truly think that this game is an actual coin flip. As far as the side, I don't know. I have no real edge here. I've looked at this game from so many different ways. I will have to say, before the college basketball season started, our first show before game started, I came on here and I said, watch out for one team this season. And I said that they're going to be under valued for actually the first 10 games. And they were, and they have now made it here. And that is Florida. So if I had to just pick a side, I would go Florida, but I could make a case for actually both sides here. I really could. So for me, I'm sorry guys, I don't have any side play here. I will say I am definitely gonna be watching the game. As far as halftime, if I find a good angle, I actually will tweet that out. So that's basically how I'm playing this game. There was a prop I have, and actually clients got that play a few hours ago now, and that's what I was going to give out here. That prop, it was priced at minus 118 when I gave it out, and it's anywhere between minus 150 and minus 170 now. So I cannot give that out anymore. Can you bet college player props live? Does anyone know?
Oh, that's a good one. I know Bovada lets you, but not bet online.
I don't think so.
I was about to say,
Yeah, they only
I'm
do points though.
What now?
Bovada only does points. They don't let you do any other props live.
So they won't let you do a rebound prop.
Not live, but before the game they will.
My play was Juwan Roberts over 6.5 rebounds. I think tonight he actually clears this easily. And yeah, this number is shot up. As a matter of fact, it's actually moved up to 7.5. And actually, I don't even mind that. So if you can get a 7, 7.5 here. If you can get that at, let me look. Let me do some math really quick. If you can get 7.5. If you can get that anything better than plus 115, I actually still like that. So Juwan Roberts over 7.5 rebounds. If you can get that at anything plus 115 or higher, let me see if any books are actually offering that. That was just my own math. That was just like break even math to see if there was still an edge there. Let me see what we got here. Da-da-da. All right, you can. DraftKings is offering over 7.5 rebounds at plus 125. I still like that play. I would not lay the crazy juice because actually 6.5. It looks like most books are still hanging that, but they're just making you pay for it. Just making you pay that crazy juice. And I would not do that. I would, if you can get 7.5, like I said, at plus 115 or even better, like I should DraftKings. That is a play that I still like.
The player prop that I liked in this one was LJ Cryer, over 68.5 points. Mainly because the last 2 games, his field goal attempts have been through the roof. His minutes have been through the roof. If you were ever going to score 17, this is the game to do it. Uh, Against Tennessee, he dropped 17. Against Duke, he dropped 26. So who knew he had offensive firepower, right? So that's the player prop that I like for this one.
I will say this: if actually Houston can actually hold Clayton down, then actually Houston wins.
Yeah.
He is gonna have to hit threes.
Yeah.
Which he's shown that he can do. Like in all these games, he's just been hitting them. He's been hitting crazy, like all like kinds of actually crazy ones.
Yeah, for real.
But tonight, I do think he's going to have to do that. And if actually Houston can hold him down, then I think it's definitely Houston.
But with us knowing that and U of H being known for defense, I think they're going to make somebody else beat them. Like, I think that's the game plan because we've seen Creighton come back single-handedly, basically. So it's going to be make somebody else beat me. So,
definitely going to be an interesting game. Like I said, this game to me is just fun. Like I said, the teams are just such different teams here. Yep. But all right, guys, let's do our play of the day first and get that one out of the way, and then move on to the parlay of the day. So, time to figure out our play of the day. In the championship game, we're definitely not all on the same side. As far as the NBA, we definitely don't all have a play, so I feel like it's going to have to be a baseball play. And I feel like we were all kind of on the same page on both those games, so it feels like it either has to be. I feel like a Rangers first 5, or either the Twins and Royals over. Do like y'all like one of those more than the other?
Rangers first 5, man. That's a good play.
I definitely like that.
All right. Yeah, it's less juice too, so get it out the way. Give me plus money, so
let me see what the best current line is. We can still get a plus 110 at actually DraftKings. So that's what we are going to do. Here's first 5. Plus 110. There you go, guys. It is in the chat now. Play of the day for the show is Rangers first 5 money line plus 110. You can still get that at DraftKings. You can get that at Bet365. So yeah, still plenty of major books that are offering that plus 110. All right, fellas, you know what time it is. It's time that everybody has been waiting for. It is the parlay of the day. And this one should be fun, guys.
yeah.
This one really should be fun. I'm going to leave our play of the day up there while we are getting these legs in. I'm going to open up FanDuel because, like I said, guys, I always use FanDuel for these because they will let you parlay pretty much anything. um, so yeah, does anybody have a bet that they already know that they definitely want?
I have two that I like, so just in case somebody takes one. So
I'm going to go for a player prop. So how,
Okay.
how about we let Josh go first?
yeah, new guy.
Sure.
Open the floor.
Sure. I'm actually looking at the line right now, man. It's one that we didn't talk about today, but Hunter Green over Case. I don't know, man. I like his matchup today. Um, and I know earlier it was 7.5. Trying to find it now, but dude, if you can get that at good value, I think Hunter Green goes. I think he does amazing today. Um, and if you can get over 7.5, I would say that's definitely my play of the day for sure.
Well, I can get you as far as FanDuel is offering over over 6.5 at minus 146. Or if you wanted over 7.5, that's a plus 142.
I'm willing to take the juice, man. I think he does. I think he gets over 7 today for sure. Um, but if you want to be safe, definitely over 6.5. I don't
I
see any
mean,
reason why.
we
Let's
got
actually.
four legs,
I was about
so
to say let's actually go with actually that one since we have four
Yeah,
left.
no worries.
All right, so we got Hunter Green over 6.5 strikeouts.
I
Yeah.
definitely see him giving some people the walk of shame today.
So why
So I see some people. I see Hunter Green giving some people the walk of shame today for
not?
sure.
I mean, dude, he's sitting at 36% K rate right now.
Yeah, that dude
Hard.
throwing the ball super hard. Shit.
All right, spread.
So I was actually on Hunter Green's hits allowed, but because he's already in the parlay, no use double dipping. So I'm gonna go with my guy Dustin May under 4.5 hits allowed. I got it at minus 140 on DraftKings. Also, I do have, well, I'll say that for the end of the show, but Dustin May under 4.5 hits allowed.
Why am I not finding that on?
Yeah, I had the strikeout prop earlier. It's juice to the moon now.
Yeah, it got juice, so I had to pivot.
Yeah.
May have to pivot one more time
Okay.
because it looks like FanDuel is not actually offering that.
Yeah, I got that on DraftKings. All right, so
actually,
let's try this
actually,
one. I'm also
spread. If you want to do,
liking, I don't like it as much. I really don't like it as much, but I like Simeon Richardson under 2.5 walks. If I had to pivot again, I'm going to a Florida problem. I'm just gonna let it be known now.
It's a
Man,
Florida prop.
no lie, we may have to start actually switching over to DraftKings for this. Man, they're like pitcher props on FanDuel, unless I'm just not finding them.
here's spread. If you want to just do if you want to do your Hunter Green prop, what I'll do, man, I also, like I said before, man, the Twins Royals over. I have no problem taking that one as my parlay of the day. So if you want to do
Yeah,
the Hunter Green, man.
it's kind of spoiled now. Like the play has your
But
name on it.
we ain't put it in yet, so not official.
Could you
The
could
people
you
know
find
it's
Simeon?
authentic. We're building it right now, so
You couldn't find Simeon?
No.
Well, for the hell of it. Florida over 70.5. Team total.
Okay. far as that one to me is definitely an interesting one. I think they either get there pretty easily or either they don't come close. Um, yeah, there's one I just really don't like. No.
It was the third option. Like I couldn't find my two pitcher props because it's mostly an MLB day for me, but I kind of like it. I can see Florida being capable of that.
All right, Joe.
Let me get Jared Butler over 12.5 points. Is that still plus money or is it juice now?
Sorry, you said who now?
Jared Butler for the Philadelphia 76ers. To make a long story short, everybody that is a 76er is hurt. He gets a ton of field goal attempts, and he's actually been putting the ball in the hole the last couple games. So,
It has over 12.5 points at minus 118.
yep, it's getting juiced. I had it at plus 100 earlier. So,
All
feel
right,
like it.
now to me. Um, Let me see what they have that actually rebound prop at. Because I really like that rebound prop. Yeah, I'm going to take it there on FanDuel. They actually dropped it down to minus 140 now. So I'm going to add in Juwan Roberts. Over 6.5 rebounds. All right, let me make sure I have this right. Florida over 70.5 points. Juwan Roberts over 6.5 rebounds. Hunter Green over 6.5 strikeouts. And Jared Butler over 12.5.
And a half points. Yep.
I didn't type that one in. Oh, this is a fun one, guys.
What is it? Plus 550?
About plus 905.
Ooh.
Hunter Green over 6.5 Ks. Florida team total over 70.5. Jared Butler over 12.5 points. And Juwan Roberts over 6.5 rebounds. Gets you a plus 905. Yeah, that's a juicy one, guys. Definitely like that.
That's what she said.
905. Oh, we.
Thanks, Chad.
fellas.
I'm sorry.
Well, fellas, we'll chat. If you have any other questions for us, please go ahead and drop them in the chat now, because we're about to get out of here. Fellas, do any of y'all have anything else that y'all want to say?
Nah, man, let's keep the positivity going, keep the juices going. Talk to us, we talk back. Just,
For sure, guys. Well, I'm gonna go over it one more time. First, I'm actually gonna go around the horn here. Josh, it was great to have you on, man, for the first time. We'll definitely have to do this some other time. But yeah, tell them where to find you at and what you have going on.
Yeah, man. So I put my tag in there, film room report. Really, I will be honest with you. I'm a really big tennis guy.
Okay.
I focus a lot of my attention on tennis, but I'm a sports guy overall. So anything that has value in it, I'm gonna try to find it and post it for you guys, right? And also, I primarily look for 1 to 2 plays a day. I'm not a high volume guy, but I'm gonna find the absolute best value I can and post those plays. So a little bit about me, man. Once again, I appreciate you having me on as well, for sure.
For sure. And you are also a big tennis guy. It's good to know. We may have to do a little tennis show or something like that.
Absolutely, man.
You never
Absolutely.
know. You never know. And for everybody else, I'm going to pause y'all really quick. On actually YouTube, Cook24 has a question for us. In championship game tonight, first half under 66.5. To be honest, man, I actually think that total is like spot on. I personally really do not see any like edge there. I like understand with it being a championship game and everything that the first half under, that's just kind of where I feel like everybody goes. So that's why I feel like if you actually look at that number and then actually look at the full game number, you see, it's shaded to the under there. So that's why I like personally don't see any value. I think it's about right. Do actually like any of you guys have anything here?
Um, I kind of like that number a little bit just because, if either of those teams get cold feet because it's the Natty, like I could see that happening. Or if Houston just plays lights out defense, I could see that happening. But I don't know, man. There is a world where this game gets really close and it barely goes over too. I see that happening as well. So me personally, I'm not gonna play it, but I like it. But I'm not gonna play it because I'm not that high of a volume guy because I got a ton out already. So that's just it for me.
Yep, agree there. All right,
I
buddy.
um I think
So
with that one, man, it depends on who you're betting on or who you want to bet on, right?
exactly.
If you want to bet on Florida, it's got to be over that. If you want to bet on Houston, I feel like it's got to be under that.
Yeah,
I think that's subjective, to be honest.
Yeah, Josh. Yes, that makes a lot of sense.
honestly.
Yes, if you like Florida, then I would bet that over. If you like Houston, then I would actually bet it under. Yeah,
Exactly,
that was
because
said.
it's going to be up to Houston. If Houston gets to play as defensively as they want to, if they're able to stifle, if they're able to stifle Florida successfully, it's the underplay. If Florida gets loose and able to get a good few fast break points, I could definitely see it going over. So it's just which way you lean on this one.
Yeah. Well, spread. Tell them where to find you at and what you got going on, man.
I am the spread gladiator. If I have about four MLB props up in SoBet. If you're looking for my prop specifically, every day there's either going to be an NBA slate or MLB slate there. I also have a collab coming up that I'm dropping in about an hour. Real simple. Like I said, I am a SEC grad, so you got to have a little bit of fun there. But beyond that, reach out if you have any questions or if you want to bet against me, I'll gladly put your ass in the arena and show you why I'm a caper and, not mid-tier.
Joe, tell them where to find you at and what you have going on.
Find me at Lay Off the Juice. Recently, I just did a very fun parlay experiment. I didn't tell you guys about it. If you guys have been following my plays on X, you're up over 13 units for last week alone. So the hot hand has been on fire. Um, that includes my leans. A lot of people ask me for leans, so I'm like, hey, these are the plays that I like. I'll write official pick under it. And then those are the players that I'm personally laying money on. And then everything else that I like, but I don't want to put money on, I put lean. Like just to let you know, like some people like more volume, some people don't. So that's my thought process on that. Um, yeah, that's it for me.
Love it. Love it. Guys, I'm going to go over the plays one more time. Our play of the day is Rangers first five money line. You get that currently at plus 110. Then our first time we've ever had this 4-man parlay of the day. Got Hunter Green over 6.5 strikeouts. Got Florida team total over 70.5. Got Jared Butler over 12.5 points. And then you have Juwan Roberts over 6.5 rebounds. That gets you a nice plus 905. I literally put that in on the show as everybody sat here and actually watched us go actually through all that. So I hope y'all join us there. Yeah, guys, that is going to do it for us today. It's Monday. I hope everybody has a great week. The week for me has already started good as far as tennis this morning. It started out good. It was a nice 2-in-1 day, a little over 2 units of profit. And then Tigers first 5, I did hit that. That was a nice plus 135 hit. So the week has started off good. Everybody knows where to find my plays. And yeah, we will see y'all back here tomorrow at 5 o'clock. Joe, take us out.
Like my boy DJ Khaled said on the song God did, you either win with us or watch us win. Either way, let's fucking win, baby.
Let's fucking win, guys. Later.